Right, episode 15 of A Master's Tale. So you want to be a slave? Huh? Yeah, many people in BDSM do. I've talked in the other 14 episodes or so, or touched on it, the difference between people who are submissives and people who are slaves. At least twice a week, so that's over 100 contacts a year I get online from, in this particular case, usually guys, one or two ladies, who want to be slaves. The guys in particular, I've usually been searching for what they call ownership, and that word is now a very popular word on the internet. I want to be owned. I'm looking for my owner as a desire situation, a highly desired situation. And let's unpack it a little bit. We've touched upon submissives who are occasional, whether it's once a week, or once a month, or once a year, or once a decade. So we'll call submissives, for the benefit of brevity, we'll call it recreational, as distinct from slaves, who are the professional, or who should be looking at the role in terms of being a job. So the disparity in BDSM between the numbers of players, of course, is very great, and it's only usually masters who take slaves, and they're a tiny, tiny group of men in a very small, quite a niche part of the sexual and fetish jungle. On the whole, they have a tendency to take younger subs and into a situation of slavery. Usually, when the young man is under 25 or even under 20, for a short period of time, maybe a month, maybe a summer, or a year. So in other words, it's the transactional nature of it, rather in the same way as older, powerful men take younger women. I often pose a question to would-be slaves when they say, I want to be, and how can I serve you? I ask them the question, on a dating agency, and let's face it, a lot of media platforms kind of present themselves as dating agencies, although actually they don't usually put that in the small script, because they would have to guarantee you dates. But a lot of the gay social media is aimed at people meeting each other. But if it's a dating agency for men and women, what is the question that all dating agencies ask a man? First question. And what is the question that all dating agencies ask a woman? The first question. And if a slave can come up with the answer to that, then you know that he is at least in a transactional frame of mind, because slavery is about transactions. Because original slavery is totally transactional. A master buys a slave and uses the slave for his own purposes, whether it's herding cattle, mining lead, or being in some kind of entertaining entertainment business. So therefore, and it's obviously there's violence and all kinds of nasty things which this kind of institution does not have. This is consensual. This is about fulfilling deep emotional, psychological, and even cultural impulses in life. But there still is a transaction. You're asking a slave, a person is asking another man to use time and effort and to give them, above all, attention and space in their lives to a more or less a degree. And therefore, there's a transactional basis to it. And the answer to the question? A dating agency asks a man, the first question they ask is, how much do you earn? And the question to ladies is, how old are you and what is your status? This immediately gives the agency an idea of the tradability of the person.